Alrighty. Whoops. There we go. Need the microphone. Alrighty, guys and gals. What's going on, everybody? Big E here. Just checking in from the King's Room. I just thought I'd do a little check-in video and also kind of an apology for some of the upcoming videos and some of the ones that are already out. I've been overwhelmed with stress in my personal life, and it's been coming through in some of the videos. Hopefully not too much, but I don't really like when that happens. But there's a video today on the Iron Man that's not out yet. I recorded, and I'm actually thinking about not releasing it. I don't know. Maybe it's not as bad as I think it is, but there's so many different things hitting me from so many different sides, and I'm having a hard time just staying positive, even when I'm recording. And when I'm recording, I try to detach and just kind of get my mind into the game and forget about personal stuff. But financial problems have plagued me for a while now, and I've got my car is a big source of stress. It's been in the shop. It's in the shop again. The guy's had it for like 2 weeks now, almost 2 weeks. And I need it back. There's things I have to do. I've had computer problems, the hard drive crash, rebuilding, trying to spend money I don't even have, trying to get the computer back up, lost game saves, some health stuff, and I've got a tooth. Well, I have several teeth that need serious emergency attention. One of them, I'm in constant pain. I've been tempted to pull it out. That's how painful it's been. It's like a nerve thing, and it's bad. But I can't get to the dentist because I don't have my car. And it's just gotten, like, I've been dealing with it. It hasn't been that bad, but it's at the point now where it's constant pain, and for the last 2 weeks, and I don't have the car, so I can't go to a dentist, which I can't afford. So, anyway, it's just, it is what it is. So somebody had asked me, I think when the King reads comments or something, like, what's wrong with my teeth? So for anybody who doesn't know, I used to MMA fight. I did that for several years in California, not like professional level on TV and all that. I was more like amateur level in gyms and stuff like that. I do have a heavy martial arts background and a wrestling background and some boxing and things, and I got into it for a little bit. And before that, I was getting in fights when I was a lot younger all the time, just because I was, I'm not proud of it. I'm actually kind of ashamed of it. It's not a good way to be, but I was just different back then. I was angry, and I would take things personally and get offended and blah, blah, blah. And it came out as like this rage, right? And so that's actually why I started getting into martial arts initially, was to try to get a handle on it, give it an outlet into the gym. This helps me out in my life. And this is another thing that's killing me. I've not been to the gym in over 2 weeks because I haven't had the car. It's all this, right? So anyway, I've had teeth cracked, broken off at the gum. Like, it's not good. I got a chip here in the front, right there. I've had 2 or 3 teeth pulled over the years, and I have right now probably 3 that have to come out. One might be able to be fixed. The one that's actually giving me the most problem right now might be able to be filled and saved, but one of them, the one on my right, on the very back and the top, are basically sheared off. One of them is just literally a point, barely sticking up above the gum line. I have not been to the dentist in years. It's been a long time. I don't have insurance. And when I was working for myself as a private contractor, so I didn't have the benefit of the company's health insurance. I haven't had insurance in a long time. So it's just a lot going on, right? And I'm feeling overwhelmed and stressed as hell. So I'm dealing with like physical pain and emotional pain as well. And I'm trying to do the best I can. So anyway, that's what's up with my teeth for the person who asked. Yeah, like saltwater gargles and stuff don't really work for somebody in my situation where the teeth are beyond, like I have nerve pain. So, and I've got to get to the dentist. And that's one of the first things I'm going to do is when I get the car back. And I really, really hope I get it back this week. We'll see what happens there. And that's another thing that I'm completely stressed about. So the guy did the work on the car like last month or something, and it was a big, giant repair, head gasket leak. That's been fixed. It no longer overheats. But ever since he did that, the car runs really rough, and I had an oxygen sensor code and all of this. He called me last week and said he fixed the oxygen sensor. He said it was wired in backwards, which it wasn't like that before he did the repair. So the guy I'm talking about, he actually had another guy doing the actual repair. So it tells me that guy didn't do it correctly. And so that's why I had the oxygen sensor problem. But he says he's fixed that, and the car's still really running really, really rough. It's burning really, really rich or something. Really rough idle, loses power out on the open road, and it's actually blowing dark smoke, which is not good. Now, that can be a lot of different things, but so he is thinking this might be related to a vacuum problem on the car. I'm not sure. All I know is I didn't have this problem before. He did the repair, $5,300, and a friend of mine actually helped me with this. Basically, 99% of it he paid for, which I'm ashamed about anyway. But so in the back of my mind, I'm like, he's going to call me and say, okay, the car's fixed. Here's the bill, right? I can't have that happen. I need him to say, okay, I figured out what it was, and it's all covered under warranty, because the work he did on the engine is covered for, I think, 12 months or 100,000 miles or something like that. It's covered. It should be. But because I worry about things and stress about things, I'm worried that he's going to say this isn't covered. And if he says that, I'm going to push back hard and say, man, I didn't have this problem before you did the car, okay? I don't like arguing with people. I don't like confrontation, but I don't have the money to do this, right? So please get it fixed. Anyway, I didn't want the video to be this. I didn't want to be venting about my problems, but I just wanted to basically apologize and let you know about the City Skylines thing. And I'm trying to get out of my headspace when I'm recording, right? I love doing this. I love making the videos. I've mentioned this so many times. It helps me out mentally and emotionally. Just the process of recording the videos and narrating and having fun in the game really helps me out. It takes the stress out of my life and like my imbalance or whatever the hell is going on up there. And once again, I want to thank you guys and gals so much for all of your comments. I'm so far behind. It's really hard for me to keep up these days. It really is. When the channel was a little bit smaller, I could reply to 3 or 4 comments a day, right? Just typing. Now, if it goes a few days, I'm 50, 60 comments behind sometimes. It's hard for me to keep up. But so I think I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing with the King Reads comments. I don't know if that's douchey, but some of you seem to enjoy it. I like it. It's an easier way for me to respond, and it feels like more of a connection and like I'm actually speaking to somebody, and you guys also get like a direct response if that's your thing or you're into it. I'll be doing another one of those soon. So anytime you see, if you see one of my videos and it's got a bunch of hearts on the comments, it means I'm probably doing the King Reads. I'm recording it that day, or it's already been done, hasn't been released yet. If there's a bunch of comments and there's not even a heart, it means I haven't got a chance to do it yet. But I just want you to know what you have to say matters to me. Your comments do matter to me, even if it's about the game, right? It makes me just feel better. It honestly does. It's like this kind of little connection that I have with the outside world, which I don't have in my personal life. But Well, I mean, I guess I do have a little bit of a connection with some of you guys and gals, and it's important to me. As silly as that sounds, right? But it is what it is. So anyway, I don't want to make this too long. I just wanted to let you know, excuse my saltiness or irritability if it comes through in videos. It's just, like I said, there's so much going on. So anyway, I do love you guys very much, and I appreciate you being part of the community here and a part of my life. It means a lot to me. Take care. I'll see you in a future episode of something. Peace.